In this video we are going to discuss about the biasing method. So on the completion of this biasing method, the students will be able to demonstrate how they can use the special purpose devices and they can able to distinguish the various frequency BJT amplifiers. In the biasing methods, we have five types of methods. That is, first one is fixed bias, second one is collector to base bias, third one is fixed bias with emitter resistor, fourth one is voltage divider bias, and fifth one is emitter bias. So let's see about the fixed bias. So we call this fixed bias as base resistor bias. Here since we are taking the fixed bias, this is a circuit of the fixed bias, so we can see the circuit, that is base terminal we are taking as an input and emitter we are grounding it. So this is a C configuration. So from this base we have given to the VCC supply and the resistor we are taken to the output. So this is the structure of the fixed bias. Then in the fixed bias, from the figure we have analyzed it as a fixed bias circuit. So based on this, it has a simplified DC bias configuration, and also if you are replacing this DC analysis, we can replace it by a capacitor with an open circuit, so that the reactance of this capacitor for the DC we can write it as Xc is equal to 1 by 2 pi Fc is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi into the frequency will be 0, so that it tends to infinity. And in the base circuit, if you are applying the KVL, we will be getting that VCC is equal to IBRB plus VBE. So therefore from this we can take the VBE to the left hand side, so that we get the IB value. So IB is equal to VCC minus VBE by RB. So from the given transistor, this VBE does not significantly use, or we cannot vary it. So that VBE is containing only 0.7 for the silicon transistor and 0.3 for the germanium, as it is having some deviations in the voltage level. So this variations of the VCC will be fixed. So we remind this VCC remains constant. If you are selecting the RB in the base of current, that is IB, so IB value is fixed. So hence this VCC value is fixed. So that's why we call this one as fixed bias type of circuit. And if you are applying the KVL along the collector side, that is VCC is equal to IC RC plus VCE. From this we can find out the VCE value, which is nothing but VCC minus IC into RC. So this common emitter current gain of the transistor which we are taking, that is CE configuration, this current gain of the transistor is a very important parameter. So we can use this in every data sheet of the particular transistor, and we can denote this particular term as beta. So current gain in terms of common emitter configuration of any transistor, we denote this as beta. Hence we can write the equation as IC is equal to beta into IB. So we know the relationship, that is V is equal to 0, and also IC is equal to VCC minus VCE by RC. So from this equation we can write the term as, if VCE we have to find out, we can write the equation as VC minus VE, and if you want to find out the value of VBE, then we can write it as VB minus VE. So if you are substituting the value of V is equal to 0, since it is a common emitter configuration, this emitter terminal will be grounded, so there will not be any current conduction. So hence it becomes V is equal to 0. So when V is equal to 0, you can write the equation as VB is equal to VB and VC is equal to V. To find the stability factor, so IB value is nothing but VCC by RB. So whenever there is a change in the base current, it changes from dou IB, that is VCC and VBE are unaffected, since it does not contain any voltage drop along this region. So you can write this equation as dou IB divided by dou IC is equal to 0. Therefore this IC is not present in this equation. So we can substitute the value and find out that is S is equal to 1 plus beta divided by 1 minus beta into dou IB by dou IC. Since this dou IB by dou IC equal to 0, you can substitute the value here. So we get the value of stability factor as S is equal to 1 plus beta divided by 1 minus 0, which is nothing but 1 plus beta. And the merits are, this is very simple to shift this operating point anywhere in the active region, and also it can be changed by mergely changing the base resistor. And also here only small number of components are required. So these are the advantages, and the disadvantages are this collector current does not remain constant whenever there is a change in the parameters, that is temperature or power supply voltage, so that the operation point is remains unstable. So this changes in this VB will change this IB current, thus the value of this resistance value will, that is emitter resistance, can able to change. So this can alter the gain of the common emitter configuration. So whenever we are transferring, we are replacing this transistor with another transistor, some changes in the beta can be expected. So this can affect the Q point, that we call it as the operation point. So for small signal transistors with a high values, that is beta, if it is tends between the 100 and the 200 means, then this configuration we will be saying that it can extend the threshold value, so it can causes the thermal runaway problem. So in particular, this stability factor we are measuring in the change in the collector current with the change in the reverse saturation current, which we call it as 1 plus beta. To maintain this stability, the stability factor of less than 25 is preferred, so that the small signal transistors will be having the large stability factors. And also usages, due to this drawbacks, this fixed bias is rarely used, so that instead, if you are often using the circuits means, it can be this transistor can be used as a switch. So however, one application of this fixed bias can achieve the automatic gain in the transistor by feeding, that is the base resistor, from the DC signal, or it can be derived from the AC output of the first stage. The questions on the fixed bias, that is first one is, which transistor bias circuit arrangement provides good stability using negative feedback? First one is base bias, second one is collector feedback bias, third one is voltage divider bias, and fourth one is emitter bias. Thank you.